Good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to the stream. It's Gallivanter with you down in Ayr. That was spotting down here, I think. Just completed the number 2 Ayr route. Not the longest route I've ever done, if I'm being honest. 5 minutes each way. You could probably have walked it actually. But yeah, last time I was down here I was using these little microphones that I've got. Not today, not in this live stream anyway. I will be using them on the recorded videos that I'll be making in a little while. Because the audio on my tablet isn't as good as the audio on my phone. So there's a slight need for them on that, I think. We'll make around 50 recordings, I reckon, on the recorded ones. We'll see what we can get up to on the lives. We'll start off over here. That's the first one. The stream will run, what's 5 to 4 now? It'll run till, say 4:45. That's YJ24BFF. SN64XAJ in there. Let me take my coat off, it's getting quite warm. That's better. YK74PNE on the Fort of Glasgow over there. And if I zoom in, you can see SL64HWH. I'll try and keep the camera steady. Beside that is YN64AHZ with YN64AHJ over there. Freon says he's back. Welcome back, buddy. Sorry, it's a slight delay in the start to it because the bus into town was a little late, so I was a bit late getting that finished. And Paxton says hi, hope you're doing well. Yeah, we'll have the stream running for just under an hour, I think. And I'm 14 to Ayr Hospital. I saw that earlier on actually. YJ15AZ 48021. I've done that route actually. Quite long. Not the longest I've ever done, but it was actually quite enjoyable. Loma says hi. Hope you're doing well. Paxton says hi as well. Hope you're both doing well actually. We'll be here till about 4:45, as I said. Actually, to be honest, as I turned the stream off down at the beach, something rather unusual happened. Someone drove past in a car, said something out the window. I'm assuming it must have been in a foreign language. I couldn't understand what he was saying. I just thought, okay, as you do, because I had to make a few personal phone calls as well. Freon says, Alba, can I be mod on the channel? Well, what would you like to do on the channel, mate? Because I don't really do mod the channel, if that makes any sense. What would you like to do? X55 says my friend is in Glasgow. Okay, nice place, Glasgow. I passed through there on my way down here today, and I'll be passing through there on my way home. I've done a couple of live streams in Glasgow. Don't really have plans to do any anytime soon. going to do one in Edinburgh next week. Now, when I say Glasgow's good, I mean it's good for bus spotting. For a bus spotter like myself, it's actually enjoyable, especially if you're around Sullivan or Braehead or these places, you know. I remember someone asking me one time, what's your least favourite place for bus spotting? I would say, I'm tempted to say Kilmarnock. I'm sorry if you live in Kilmarnock, but I just don't find that bus station enjoyable. This one's a bit run down as well, but I like coming down to here, it's a nice place. This one could be doing me getting done up. SL64HWH there on the 42. That's another route that I need to do for the channel at some time. Bus station in Edinburgh is good, I agree with that. Only trouble is I can't really do any live streams there because there's no signal. You have to do it outside the bus station, like York Place or something like that, just to get a reception. I tend to do it up on Princess Street. Get a mixture of Odeon and Stagecoach around there. But if you want CityLink, if you want a mixture of CityLink and Stagecoach, you're better going down to York Place. That's my advice. My favourite though would have to be Aberdeen, because you get first Stagecoach and CityLink. And speaking of CityLink, there's someone coming round in just a second. As we see YN64H third reversing out. You get a mixture of all three in Aberdeen, and I'm going up there hopefully, not this coming week but the following week. SL66 bus via Glasgow. What, the coach, X77SCJ. That could be one of the 66 plate ones, yes. That's the Volvo XUI 2901, Volvo SC3 I believe. I always get these ones mixed up. That's on the 923 to Glasgow. I believe that's actually going to Glasgow. I think. I can never remember the timetable for that service. I can never remember it. I've only used it a couple of times. I've done it for the channel, but I used it once from down here when the X77 wouldn't start. And the next one was going to be a full hour, and I thought, should I take a 4 all the way to Glasgow? And I'm like, yeah, I think 923 would be a bit better. No. Looks like quite a busy one as well, XUI 2901. Let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, it goes a bit blurry for zooming when I'm doing a live stream. Don't know why it does that. Unless it's YouTube's settings maybe, I don't know. I've got another Enviro coming in by the looks of things, excuse me. Got the hiccups now as well. I might just do 20 videos, recorded ones on my tablet later on. I think 50 might be a bit excessive. Maybe, we'll see. 28707 on the 60. That's the one that goes all the way to Girvan and then goes to Stranraer, I believe. That would be a good route to do. That would be a good one. It would take some time to do that though. I do want to do more around that sort of area. Well, we'll wait here till about, what time is it now? 2 minutes past 4, and then we'll walk down to the other side of the bus station and see some of them leaving. Because I know this bit is quite busy around here, but it's not too bad at the moment. Unfortunately, Aaron's not with me today. He's at work. He's working till 8 o'clock tonight, so we won't be seeing him on the stream today, unfortunately. He'll be watching it on playback, so hello buddy. 156 says hi Alba in chat. Hope you're doing well, mate. I'm assuming your name's Andrew, so hope you're doing well, mate. Yeah, we're down in Ayr at the moment, as the title of the video suggests, for the live video. Someone once asked me, they said, Alba, how can you do all these live streams? This must cost you a fortune. Not really, no. No, it's not that expensive. I've got so much data a month on my phone, and I've only used half of it doing all these lives so far, so I've got plenty of it. And it's not that expensive either. I'm not going to say what I pay because that's private, but it's not much at all. What have we got here? YN64AHO 28698 on the 43. Andrew says a bit tan, how you matey? Well, you call it tan, I'm sunburnt. I feel sunburnt, especially the last few days. Got a break from the sun for a few days. LC71 KYF on the 2A there. I think that was the one that we got down the way on the 2A. I'll need to look that up in the vehicle selection. Or when I say vehicle selection, on bus times. It's one of these days where otherwise you don't know whether to put your jacket on or not. You put your jacket on, you're too hot. And then when you turn it up, when you take it off, you're like, maybe I could be doing with it on. You know, it's just one of those days I can't make his mind up the weather. I know there's rain on the way. You can tell there's a change in the atmosphere working. Anyway, I don't work for the Met Office, I'm not a weather person. Got YN64AHO over there. SN67XHI parked up. I don't know if Stagecoach are putting on the extra buses to Glasgow like they normally do at rush hour today because it's Bank Holiday Friday, so I'm assuming that they probably won't be. But yeah, we'll wait and see what comes along anyway. How am I doing for battery? I'm still good. Full signal 5G. Hopefully it's not buffering. It might buffer a little bit on the way home because I didn't bring my cordless headphones with me, so I won't be listening to any music on my phone or anything like that. Yeah, I get the violins out, and that's what I say. I'm only kidding. I wasn't bothered about bringing them today. I think they're needing charged anyway, both pairs that I've got. So not really much going on down here at the moment, so how's everyone's day been so far? It's been doing very much. I was down at the beach a little while ago doing a live stream. Just finished doing the 2A service. Going to go to Wetherspoons about 5:30, 6 o'clock, get some dinner. Get the 20-day coach back up the road. Going to aim to do about 30 videos on my tablet to upload. I think 50 was maybe a little bit unachievable, you know. But been doing quite a few of these lives recently because what I've been doing is I recorded a few videos when I was up in Dundee on Tuesday, and basically there's a few on my phone that I want to keep. One I'm still contemplating whether to upload onto YouTube, but one I think I'll keep. Sorry, I was just looking to see if there's anything coming around or not. Tell you what, how about we'll pack up in a few minutes and we'll head around the other side of the bus station and see what we can see around there. I'm not going to cut the stream and relaunch it, we'll just keep this one going. I tried to do a couple on my way through here, on my way down here today. One of them failed, unfortunately, due to signal when I relaunched it, so I kind of had a funny feeling it might fail, but not in the area that it did fail, if that makes any sense. 156 Andrew says, ex-Cumbernauld bus 10515 here at Ayr. That's right, yep. And he said next bus to Glasgow is 16:30. That obviously means that they're not doing the extra shuttles that they normally put on. Well, with it being a bank holiday, I think it's Saturday service today. So that probably explains it. Ah well, not to worry. We'll give it a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes, and we'll head round and see what we can see. I'm still undecided about what I'm going to do on Sunday. I want to go out and do something bus-wise, but at the same time I'm thinking if I do that, I've got some routes in Dunfermline area that I want to finish on Monday, and then I'm going to Fort William on Tuesday. So I don't really want to overdo it. So I'm thinking Sunday, maybe chill out. I've got some packing to do for going down to Penzance, so I'm actually looking forward to it. You can probably tell the amount of times I keep going on about it. But yep, sitting here we've got SN67XAJ, which I believe is a Drossen depot. It's normally on Route 11, but that would have been a 585, I would imagine. Could have been on the 4 actually. If it was on the 4, then that would be Kilmarnock depot. I'm not actually sure if that's a Drossen depot or Kilmarnock depot, that one. I think it's a Drossen. And around here is YN64AHJ, that's not in service. And this one sitting parked here is on 42, that's YN64AHO. Yeah, come on, I think we'll head round to the other side. The screen will go blank just for a second, folks. I'll be back in just a minute. Apologies about that. Right, let's go for a little walk. What have we got to stop in here actually? There's lots of timetable. Departure screen in there. Unless it's other bus stop. That must be the other one. Haven't heard that honk there, that reminds me. Someone peeked and waved to me just similar to that down at the beach a little while ago. No idea who it was, but they seemed to be cheerily waving towards me. And I was the only person on that side of the road at the time, just before I did my first live down here. Right, the only one showing here is the 347 to Rankinston at 1710, which is an hour away from now. We'll go around to the other side for a little bit and then see what we can see there, head back to the top side of the bus station. Yeah, looks like there's a group of them coming round now. Not buses, but a group of people who are sounding a little loud, let's see. So, how about, well, that's the 42 to Drongain. I'm probably mispronouncing that on both attempts. I'm just trying to work out where we could wait. Let's see them. I was thinking over beside mailboxes on the other side of the street where that taxi's sitting. Or maybe we could hang around here. I remember, I don't know if that bar and grill is still open or not, it doesn't look like it is. I was down here with a family member one time and a family member wanted to use a toilet and they said you have to buy a drink. It was somewhere in the region of about £2.80 for a can of cola, just to use the toilet. First time and only time I was in there. In fact, it might even have been more than that. 28695, which is not in service, Y64HJ. Not sure if that's going out on anything or not. We'll go over here. Ex-Skocum Bonald, 10. That was actually 10515 that you were talking about there, Andrew. That's it sitting over there. Don't know if it's gone out on anything or if it's been out on anything. I can't check these things because obviously I'm doing a live stream. And as I say that, we've got something just coming in. LD72 UHS 54034. Seems to be slightly better around here. We can see a bit more. So that will come off a 42, and I'm guessing it's going to go to a 42A or maybe a 43. That's what it tends to do down here, I think. Got 52 to bells burnt just coming in. Now, what one's that? 37496. See it better from around here. There she is. Good day, mate. YX19 OSD. Over there we've got 28707. And that's it at the moment. Plenty of people waiting on the Glasgow bus. And just they've been down here for a day out, why not? Better than sitting in the house, that's what I say. I think we'll wait over here and see what we can see. Got to be got eyes in the back of your head crossing some of these roads nowadays. I got some sort of message pop up there. Don't know what it was. Somebody unable to stream. Well, you guys are still watching, so clearly the stream's still going. I don't know. Whether my phone was detecting something that I wasn't. I know it's a ride for a fun fair there. I used to love the fun fair when I was a kid. Andrew says, next bus to Glasgow on 16th, I read that one. He then says, X77 due in shortly, 54339. I came down on 54336, if I remember rightly. That'll probably be picking up all these people and taking them back up to Glasgow. Yeah, I was meant to be going to Fort William on Monday, but then I figured out it's a Saturday service, and I thought it might be better if that was done on a weekday service. So we'll be going then. What I'm thinking about is what time I'll get to Edinburgh for. It's possibly going to mean a very, very early start for yours truly. The only thing I can say is that on Tuesday, on the way up there will be no live streams. Might do one up there, but we'll see how things go. See what happens and see what goes. Might do a full route when we're up there. I need to have a look at the routes that Shields buses do, and I might even do one. Now, on the 42 to Drongan, as I said, YN64HO28698. I remember Aaron telling me during one of my live streams, I didn't even notice this until I played it back on my laptop at home, the one I use for editing the videos. He said to me, he says, we were doing a live stream in Aberdeen together, me and him. And at first Volvo Gemini went past. I can't remember what route it was on, but someone sitting on the upper deck gave me the middle finger. I didn't even notice it, or else I would probably give them the finger back, but I'm joking, I wouldn't. I would have ignored it. But yeah, it's just something that happens, you know. I've had it happen on trains when I'm doing train spotting. We get honks from train drivers. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Sometimes it happens on buses as well. If a driver sees that you're doing a live stream or doing a video, you might get a honk or a wave. Most of the time you don't, but sometimes you do. On the 52 is YX19 OSD, going to Bell's Bank. And there's not really an awful lot happening down here at the moment. I might 28695 sitting over there, not in service. 10515 just hiding behind it. I don't know if it's going to be going on to anything. Someone asked me if SF55NOU's out today. Can't say I've seen it, but I don't think it's out today. 75063, is that 063? No, 73053 on the 40 Ayr, Yutong E12. I'm not sure how Labrador Depot McGill's are getting along with their delivery of Yutongs. I'd imagine they must be pretty close to having them all by now. We're still getting out and about on the number 1 service. That's now going to Kilmarnock for Glasgow. When that gets to Glasgow, which I'm imagining will probably be around 7:15, that then might become the 6:45 terminating at Kilmarnock. I'm just trying to work out what that does, because the last bus from here direct to Glasgow on the 4, I think, is 6:45. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Because I remember having to use that one night. I could actually be wrong with that, if I'm being honest. I had to use that from here one night after I missed the 640 X77. I had to get the 4 up to Kilmarnock and then get the X76. It was that, or wait a full hour in the freezing cold. No, not happening. Speaking of said route, that'll be 54339. And it is. X77 to Glasgow, so Andrew was spot on. Well done. HIV actually, on the 58 to Girvan via Dalry. Don't know if you have to actually change a Girvan to reach Stranraer direct from here if you're using a stagecoach bus. Andrew says, thank you, mate. You're welcome. I think I'm wrong. I think XHI is now Ayr Depot. I said it was either Ardrossan or Kilmarnock. I think I might have got that one wrong. 10917 there on the 43 to New Kilmarnock. I'll tell you a little story about that in just a second. LD72 UHS on the 43 to Mauchline. That bus looks absolutely jam-packed, doesn't it? There's not a person on it apart from the driver. Unless there's anyone sitting at the back that I can't see. No, just the driver. Anyway, as I was saying, I remember, what was I going to say again? I forgot now. No, it's gone. Forgot what I was going to say now. Always happens. YK74 PMV on 4 there to Kilmarnock for Glasgow. 28695 over there not in service. 54339 is going to be the next one to Glasgow. I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to tell a story about something, but I can't remember what it was. Oh well. Yeah, the last time I was... Oh yeah, the last time I was down in Stranraer. I follow a fellow YouTuber called Steve Marsh. And hello Steve, if you're watching, hope you're doing good. And I recommended to him a place that I thought he might like to check out, because I know that he enjoys going to places and looking around things. It wasn't a museum as such. He doesn't really do museums, and I'll be honest, neither do I. But apart from transport ones. But he did reply to a comment I left on his channel, and I suggested a historic building down in Stranraer which you can go into and look around, and it tells you a bit about the local area. Now, with it being an old building, and me being nearly 6'5", I banged my head on it several times. Yes, I was glad I didn't do a live stream, or else I would have been turning the air blue, I'd imagine. Nah, it wasn't that bad. I did bang my head a few times. I left with a bit of a headache, but it was all good. And while we were down at the seafront, I was looking across towards the Isle of Arran, thinking to myself, I wonder what it would be like to actually walk up that hill. Not that I've ever walked up the hill, but it is definitely something that I would do. Andrew says yesterday, I saw Aussie 50406 megabus leaving the Cumbernauld depot. She looked stunning. I remember seeing one of the vehicles that was YX69 LCJ in Aberdeen one day, and it was getting a jump start. I don't know why the batteries had somehow gone flat, but the mechanic came out of his little waiting room with this machine, like a jump starter machine, and within a few minutes of the coach going. And believe it or not, the same coach actually pulled in front of us today in Glasgow when I was just about to get off the CityLink. I don't know if I'll be getting the same CityLink back to Stirling tonight or not. Well, probably not the same, won't be the same route number, but I'd imagine not the same vehicle. It might not even be a CityLink I'll be getting back there. It might be, I don't know. Let's see what comes up. I need to remember it's Saturday service, so my options are a little bit more limited. A bit more limited than they would be on a standard weekday service.
Yeah.
So the time we're sitting on now, 25 past 4. Tell you what, give it our 10 minutes and we'll head up to the top side and we'll see what we can see. I know there's some electric routes that don't come around this part of town. You know, your lights are your 1s, 2s, 3s and that. I don't think there's a number 5 down here, is there? I don't know. I don't know enough about local buses down here to be able to understand that. In fact, unless I'm mistaken, I think... Do you see that bus just poking its head over the top of that wall there? I think that could be the president. The Trident, I mean. We don't have any presidents down here. What's Donald Trump going to be doing down in there? Don't worry, I'm not going to try and do an impersonation of him. Anyway, we'll see this one going. Ex-Fifer, fellow Fifer, because I'm a Fifer myself originally. 28651 SB62BHX on the 58 Ayr via Dalry. Andrew says don't, mate. LOL. We'll have a look anyway. Just look both ways and get run over. Not some drivers can be like around here. I don't mean bus drivers, I mean like car drivers. Yes, that is the president. The Trident, should I say. SF55 NOU on the 97 to Craig Tara. That is the one. Busboy says, hey Alba, why are we in Ayr again? Well, just because I got on the X77 and this is where it brought me. It brought me to Ayr. Because I got on the vehicle that was going to Ayr. No, I'm joking. Sarcasm aside, I had a route to do down here today, so I thought I'm going to be in the area, so why not? I want to do a live stream down here as well. Andrew says very few Trident buses. Yep, that's the only one left in service, still in left in service in Scotland that I'm aware of. I think there might be one or two down in England, but I'm not entirely sure. That's 54339 over there on the X77. Busboy says, Andrew, let me and Alba have a chat now. He's kind of old chat, I don't mind. I can talk to both of you at the same time. I don't mind. 10515 on the S9. Must have been the school route. Schools are off today though. Beep beep to you as well, pal. SN160MA. Yeah, S9 must be a school run. Busboy says hi, hope you're doing okay, buddy. I'll keep the stream going a little while. I'm going to go for dinner maybe around 6 o'clock. I'm going to do a little bit on my tablet beforehand, so we'll stream till about 5:30, I think. Might do one in Stirling tomorrow. I'm doing the C60 from Stirling to Tyndrum and back. There's no way I can do a live stream for that length of route, because it travels into some pretty mountainous places, so signal would definitely go at some point. But I'll charge my tablet tonight, and obviously I'll make sure I've got power in my power bank. Busboy says C30 you mean? Yeah, no, C60, it's a new one. Well, when I say it's a new one, it's been going quite a while. It only runs on Saturdays between Stirling and Tyndrum via calendar. C30 runs Riverside, and that's operated by Hunter's Coaches. It used to be McGill's, but it's now Hunter's Coaches. They took over the operations on Monday, I believe it was, and they've got two brand new Enviro 200 MMCs. Busboy says also, you didn't read my message, I said, after I said hi. Oh, C30 you meant, Busboy says. No, I was meaning C60. Because the C30 goes to Riverside, as I said, and then out to Causeway Head. So the C60 runs from Stirling to Tyndrum. It's quite a long run actually, if I'm being honest. It's round trips about, well, end to end it's about 2 hours. So there and back you're looking at about 4 hours. I've got a quick message to do before I get myself into the right position to start the route. And when I say position, I mean get to the right place. And he says, no, the one with the S word. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Oh, we've got here. LC71KXW on the 280 Esplanade. I remember it must have been a couple of weeks ago. I'll get to that in just a moment. Is OMAX Cumbernauld? Yes, it is. Because that little symbol on the side means go Cumbernauld. In fact, it's still here. Let's go. We'll go back round. It's on 52 to Burns Bank, Bells Bank, sorry. That is ex-Cumbernauld. Got transferred down here maybe about 6 months ago, maybe longer. Yeah, as I was saying, underscotches now have two Enviro 200 MMCs, 25 reg ones, and on the C30 and the C48 respectfully. And that's one of the ones that I was meaning to do. Busboy says also Alba will do a live stream in Stirling this time. Go closer to the buses. Well, I can only go so far, mate. I mean, I can only really stand about this length away from them for you to get a decent view. It says so I can see their rears. Well, the only time you'll be able to see their rear ends down here is when they're leaving the bus station. That's 64005 LC71KXU. That's the only time that you'll see their backsides here. It's when they're leaving the bus station. And that's on a 43A to Ann Bank. Well, that's why I'm saying we'll hang around here a little while, so you can see a few vehicles leaving. And it's 25 to 5 now, we'll stream till past. I'll do half an hour of videos on my tablet, and then I want to go and get some dinner and then probably head back up the road. That's the plan anyway. I mean, I suppose if you want to see them close up, I could zoom right in and you can see the seat and the steering wheel. I'm only messing around, I'm messing around. That's SF62CEK 28666 on a 585 third Rawson. Opter Solo that we saw earlier on, YJ15AZ. Actually quite busy down here. I think that's the sign the rain's on the way. So the wind's picking up a little bit and it's getting a lot cloudier. Yep, 48021 as I said on the 14 to Irvine. Another route that I've done in full on the channel. I'm not saying I'll wait in the same bit when I'm standing until 5:30, and that's the reason why I can't really go any further. No unauthorised persons allowed beyond this point. I'll give it till about 5 o'clock and then maybe 10 past 5 we'll head up to the top part and we'll see some of the electric ones as they're going round. But this is probably the best part. This is probably the best bit to be spotting them. Two people on a very empty 43A to Ann Bank. 3 if you include the driver. Oh, that's the Trident departing. Or is it going to a different stance? No, it's departing. 97 to Craig Tara. Caravan Park, I've done that route of the channel as well. Still sounds healthy enough. Now, I think the Scania is getting ready to go, judging by the sound of things. Incidentally, someone asked me, would I be able to do a live stream in Edinburgh, Fort William, Aberdeen and Inverness before I go on holiday? No, I don't think I'll be able to do all that. That'd be a bit too much. What I can do is Edinburgh, Fort William and Aberdeen. I'll leave Inverness till we come back. I know I've still got to finish off Flixbus 194 back to Edinburgh. Or is it the one back to Glasgow? I can't remember. It's one of them. I'll need to have a look at the channel. Ah, we're going on Enviros. It's just been repainted coming around now. Let's see, which one's this? SF62CWY. And it's new livery. And the new dark blue livery. LC71KXW on the 2 to Marchburn. I don't think we'll bother moving up to the top part of the bus station. You can see them quite well from down here. 52 to Bellsbank, SN16OMA 10515. Yeah, well, we'll do a little live stream in Stirling tomorrow, maybe 10-15 minutes or something like that. We'll see how things go. Still don't know what I'm doing Sunday yet, I've not decided. Probably packing for the holiday. I don't even know what day I'm going to Aberdeen yet. Still got lots to do for getting things ready for our trip. So I think that one's parking up for a little bit. Well, since we're not moving around to the top part of the bus station, I'll stream till about 5:15, so we'll say another half an hour. And then I'll do some recorded stuff. How's my battery doing? I'm sitting at 44% now, 43 now, so I've got my power bank in my bag down there, and amongst all the other junk. Let me get that bag cleared out sometime. I think another half an hour I'll do it. Pretty quiet down here at the moment. Sorry if any of this is getting boring, hopefully it's not. I'm always on the lookout for anything interesting. Not much interesting going over there, a couple of cars and a bin lorry. Pretty rubbish. I'll recycle that one. What was I going to say now? Yeah, tomorrow when I do the C60, I'm hoping it's not going to be Enviro. I'm hoping for a Citaro. Citaro would be lovely. possibly. Clips Urban, that would be super nice. But I did see something rare on that route one day, a couple of months ago. Enviro 400 MMC. That is rare for an S60. C60, sorry. No, S60 it is. It is. I know there's a separate route that goes from Callander to Tyndrum Monday to Friday, and I've done that, and I was getting them mixed up there. Well, looks like 28651 is getting ready to go on a 60 to Girvan, the Scania. This one nearest me. And I think what we'll do is next time we're down here, which I'm hoping is going to be sometime next week, maybe next weekend, maybe next Saturday, could be something, we could do a full route. I won't be doing any lives, I don't plan to do anything like that, probably no spotting either. Do a full route, maybe 2 full routes even, and when we go to Aberdeen we'll do 1 full route. I'll pick a route, whether it's first or stagecoach, whoever, and we'll do a bit of spotting as well, and there will be a live from there too. I was thinking about maybe Sunday, maybe going to Perth, having a look up there and see what there is to do bus wise. I don't want to do too many stagecoach routes though, because I don't want to get boring for you guys, so I'm going to try and mix things up a little bit. And I've got a few options in mind that I've been thinking about today. .42 Cumnock for Cronbury over there. No idea where Cronbury is. I know where Cumnock is. That's the back road to Dumfries from here. But I don't know where Cronbury is. I think there's another X77 due, judging by the number of people that are waiting over there. I can still faintly smell the sea air. It's nice to get a little bit of sea air, a little walk along the edge of the beach. I do promise at some point during the summer I will come back down here again, and we'll do the mile walk. Might even do it by Arden sometime if he's up for it. But only thing I will do is I'll make sure I'm wearing appropriate footwear, and I promise, I will go for a dip in the water. I won't go swimming in it, but I'll go for a paddle, and hopefully I don't turn the air the same colour as the sea. And on the 43 to Tarbolton is SF62 CGY. But as I was saying, yeah, I'll try not to turn the air the same colour as the sea, which is blue, because I can imagine it's going to be pretty damn cold. And I'll encourage Shorty to do the same. I can't remember who it was. One of you gave him a nickname, Shorty Porty, and he actually says he likes that. 37250 there on the 14 to Ayr Hospital, SL64HWF. I'll tell you a little story in just a second, and don't worry, I won't forget it, because I've just remembered what I was going to tell you earlier on. Busway says that was me. Ah, okay, nice. 54336, same vehicle I came down on. Right, what I was going to tell you about was, Aaron and I were having a little chat on WhatsApp the other night, and he said to me that there was a couple of videos. We were up in Dundee, he was doing a video for his channel, and he said to me, as we see PO11 BDE on the 42 to Cumnock for Cornbury, that's actually going to be a transferring to Newcastle, I believe, that one. And I think Ayr's getting another another MEN in its place. I think it's an 09 plate. Don't know why. Don't ask me why, I haven't a clue. But anyway, as I was saying, during that video, I pointed out where the toilets were to him, and I says, if you need to go for a piss, that's where you can go. Unaware that he was recording. And that video is still on his channel somewhere. 37250 there on the 14 to Ayr Hospital, SL64HWF. Another absolutely mobbed bus. Anyway, he also went on to say, I'm also going to go on to say, should I say, that during another one of Adam's videos, we were on the train coming back to Glasgow. I think we were doing Carluke that day, if I remember rightly. And as YK74PMY comes in. As we were getting into the train station from Carluke, I did a big, massive yawn. And I said to him, I says, you know something, mate? You could actually get all the videos when I've yawned on them, put them together into a playlist and call them the Gallivanter's Best Yawns. Obviously I'm joking, you know, I'm not suggesting he does that. That's 73055 with SL64HWG on the 58. Yep, busboy's right, that is Yutong E12. I actually quite like Yutong E12s, if I'm being honest. I don't know if I prefer them or the... I just about crapped myself there. Just about shit myself. SL64HWG, as I said. Sorry if I turned air blue there. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, I don't know if I prefer the Yutong E12 or the Enviro 200 EV. I'm tempted to say the Yutong actually. But out of all the electric service buses that you can get, I still like the Volvo BZLs. To 8653 departing on the 585 to Ardrossan for Largs. S362B Drive X. I've been thinking. Busway says I've seen 5091 on route learning. It's on driver route learning. Okay. 28688. SF62CGV sounding a bit throaty, I think. Not that I would know, I'm not a mechanic. Oh, someone with their dog looking at the window. I must admit, I do like dogs. Not a huge dog lover, but I do like dogs. I like cats as well. But because I'm out the house too much, I haven't got any pets at home. It wouldn't be fair on the dog or the cat because I'm out the house too much. And I don't think I could take them to all the places that I go to. It wouldn't be fair. Busway says Alba YK5191 is SG25 Dry KE. Have you ever been to Kit Tea Cafe? No, I haven't. I haven't heard of it. Where's that about, mate? Can't say I've heard of that one. I did see one round the corner from here, which looks like it was closed, and it claims to do the best breakfast in Ayr. But this is it's in Falkirk. Oh right, is that the one on crap, what's it called? Newmarket Street next to Asda? Because I forget what it used to be called, because I knew the people who used to run that cafe. That was my mate's mum and dad. Oh God, I forget what it was called. It's gone. It's gone completely. Cafe's not there anymore. It's changed hands a few times. But at 6 minutes to 5, I'm not sure that breakfast is something that I'll be doing. It says it's near the high street. Also, your 8926 is back. Enjoy. Okay. Well, I managed to avoid. No, I didn't. I got a street shite into Stirling this morning because I missed the one before it, which would have been a right Eclipse Urban. I pay for my sinners. LD72UHR on the 2A to the Esplanade. This is the SS1 I was talking about. Ah, okay. Cool. And do not forget your cursed 8496. How could I forget that? I could not forget that at all. Could not forget that in a million years. Also, you know who's on 8491? That's you, Hadder. I can't say I do. Can't say I do, I'm afraid. For the joiner team. Describe the person and price. Well, we did that last time. Ginger hair, short ginger hair, glasses. His name was Ryan, if I remember rightly. Not sure what the price was. I don't really pay much attention to these sort of things, if I'm being honest. I mean, I know that elite over there says USB points, contactless payments, free Wi-Fi, and the tweet at Stagecoach West Scotland, which I do follow because I'm on Twitter as well. I know it's called X, but I can still call it Twitter. I'm old-fashioned that way. USB points, I can say it does. Contactless payments, yes. Wi-Fi, yes, but it doesn't work. I tried the Wi-Fi once. I don't tend to use public Wi-Fi because I'm always a bit weary about security and stuff like that. So we know 8489 is Gillian and she's blonde. 8496 is nobody, and 8491 is unknown. I noticed that we've got one at Bannockburn Depot called Liam. That's SP61. Oh, what's his route number? Fleet number 22421, I think it is. I would need to double check that. Because I've got a mate called Liam who stays in Kirkcaldy. Hello if you're watching, buddy. And I sent that to him. I think it's SP61CU Dry. I think. I do have a brain like a sieve actually. At most points. Fergus has just deleted retracted his message. Okay. All good. We're just coming up to 3 minutes away from 5 o'clock. As I said, I'll stream till 1:15 and then we'll turn the stream off. I'll do some stuff on my tablet and then I'm going to go for my dinner. Some grub. $54336 over there in the X77 to Glasgow. Really an awful lot happening here at the moment. It's been a good day though, I've enjoyed it. I can feel some spits of rain coming now. If the rain's going to come on, I'm going to retract to somewhere with a shelter. I can feel a few spits of rain now. We need it though, if I'm being honest. It's been a very, very dry period. There's my battery holding it, let's have a look. 38%, that's not bad. I'll connect it to my power bank once I turn the stream off. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting a call. I'll phone them back. I'll phone that person back, whoever it was. I've got an idea what it was about anyway. I made a few inquiries about an appointment. But if I don't get them, I don't get them. Oh, I've got someone else calling me now. friend of mine. So there's 2 calls I need to make. Ah well, not to worry. Now it looks like 54336 is getting ready to leave for Glasgow. I'll give my phone a little charge on the power bank when I'm having some dinner, and what I think I'll do is I'll do a couple of lives on the way home. How does that sound? It might be starting to, well, hopefully it won't be starting to get dark by that time, but it probably will be dark by the time I get home, but I'll still do a couple of lives. One of my family members said to me, what has suddenly brought on all these lives that you want to do? Why? And I don't know, I guess it's just something that I enjoy doing, you know, it's part of being a YouTuber. But it saves me going through my phone, uploading several hundred videos in one go and having a lot of bipod stuff. I've got a few videos on my phone to upload, maybe about 3, but they'll get uploaded later tonight. Incidentally, if you're wanting to watch the footage that I took yesterday from the 83 between Dunfermline and Dalgety Bay, that will be getting released tonight, along with the footage from the 2A down here today. Yep, that's definitely a few drips of rain I can feel now. If it comes on any heavier, I can see the stream possibly ending a bit sooner. As we see LD72UHR on the 2A. Well, if I'm being honest folks, I think 5 o'clock, yeah, I think we'll call it a day now. I'll go and do some recorded stuff on my tablet. I'll need to go and phone these people back. I've just received a text message, it sounds like it could be important. So I shall say cheerio for now. I'll let this phone get a little bit of charge while I'm having some dinner, and I'll talk to you. Well, I might not be able to talk to you on that live stream a bit later, but we'll see 54336 departing, and then I'll wrap things up. Right, well, that's all I'm going to do for now, folks. As I said, I'll go and get some dinner in a little while, and I'll get some juice into this thing, some charge, and we'll do a couple of live streams on the way home. Okay? I might not be able to talk to you because I'll be on the coach. If I connect the microphone, if I connect one of the microphones, I could talk to you for a little bit. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to call it time now, folks. So I'll talk to you later on.